So when we are talking about decoupling, it's not about the lake or the storage in my
Yeah.
mind. It's more about data accessibility or
Yes.
data access. And that's storage, but that could also be stream, by the way. But it's more
Yeah.
like
Fair point.
data formats. I mean, I have whatever SIEM and I want to migrate, and I have all my parsing and normalization going into that SIEM.
Oh, well, that's migration support. I'm fully with you. This is like ungodly pain to shift from, like, even in the ancient history of people switching from ArcSight to, another vendor.
Yeah.
Holy cow. Yeah, that was like a year of pain. And it's also kind of stupid pain because you do things that should have been done by somebody, like, well, a separate vendor, like you maybe. And at the time it was like, yeah, nothing matches. You can't move any of the data. You can't forward the data. You can't this with the data. You can't that. You're just going to do everything from scratch and then relearn how to detect and then relearn how to store. So for portability of SIEM, that's a huge value. I agree with that. That one is not an argument.
And also, if we are ever seeing decoupled SIEMs and detections, they will also need data, and probably data. If they want to be successful as a vendor, I mean, they are not an integrated SIEM, right? But as a
Yep.
vendor, they need to support multiple SIEMs. So work along whatever, because otherwise they would just be an add-on on one specific SIEM product or a
Right.
feature.
If I have that, that's a really good argument as well. If I have the pipeline machinery embedded in the SIEM, how am I assured that it supports their worst competitor fairly?
Yeah.
Yeah, I can't. It's like, sorry. Obviously, the answer is no. So that to me is a good argument. But if you have a tendency of shifting from SIEM to SIEM, you do not want to invest your all into parsers, custom parsers for SIEM 1, and then when you switch, all the custom parsers go in the trash. You can't even sell them on a second-hand market. I'm just thinking people selling parser code, gently used. I don't know. The point is that they're going in a trash. And then
Yeah.
you need to
True.
redo this for new SIEM.
That's the sunk costs for any SIEM
Yeah,
migration.
completely sunk
I
cost.
mean,
And
people or organizations were using SIEMs for 10, 15 years from a single vendor. And if they want to migrate, that's a lot of sunk costs
yes,
in my mind.
yes.
So that prevents, well, innovation or, I mean, that's a very good vendor lock-in for existing SIEM vendors,
But it
basically.
also means that the customers, people's brain powers and the money and the time and blood and soul and whatnot goes into this instead of detecting the attackers.